I'm sorry, I'm finishing. But you want to treat people the way that you would want to be treated. You want to make sure that you're together and organized. If you want everybody to fall in line with you, you want those if you want your staff to make an impact, you have to make that impact too. That means that the things that you are requesting from people, you need to be prepared to give give that back to those people who are needing you as well. um so it isn't just about you know others. Sometimes people have to step outside of themselves and say, okay, what am I doing wrong, or what can I do? It's not even about doing wrong, it's about what can I do better to help the situation. So people, what I am saying is that there's a way to get around things. There's a way um that people can come together. It's a way that people can make a difference if you just start believing it. If you start you know working at it, if you start communicating, if you start realizing that you are human just like the next person is human. And once you realize that, then I think that things will continue to grow. Also, the enemy wants to cause division in the churches, in your home, in the workplace. These are the number one things that are affected because these are the things that's needed, in your life. So we have to be capable enough to recognize that division, realize when it is the enemy, when it's not the enemy, because sometimes we get in the way of ourselves and our successes. So with this being said, it isn't always the enemy. We give him way too much credit than what he deserves to have. I mean, honestly, I just had a situation, myself, Sunday morning right before church, and it's always before church or after church. God said, don't open my mouth, but I did it. God talks to us if we just listen. People say, I don't hear, I asked for God's prayer to answer my prayer, and I didn't hear anything from God. You did, because He always answers. You just don't pay attention to what He's saying to you, or you just want to do what you want to do instead of doing what God wants you to do. And when you don't do what God wants you to do, I'm here to tell you from firsthand experience that things aren't going to go the way that you would like. In fact, you will tussle and pull, and your days might be cloudy as I don't know what, and then all of a sudden you're wondering, why is this cloud following me? And it's because you didn't obey the Lord. You didn't obey. It's necessary to do the right things in life. It's necessary for you to make a plan, make goals for your life and yourself. People, instead of sitting back getting mad at what people have or what they're doing, you know, um, you know, make a plan for yourself. Never, never make somebody feel bad about their successes and what they have. If God wanted you to build a church, that's what God wanted you to do. If God wanted you to have a cleaning business, that's what God wanted you to do. If God wanted you to have a daycare, that's what God wanted you to do. If God wanted you to own Bank of America or Allstate, you know, that's what God wanted you to do. What is your path isn't meant for somebody else. You have to, and you can't make other people want to have your path because of what God has for you. What's for you is for you, not for the next person. Because if that other person stops and drops everything that they have set out to do and what God has planned and what God has blessed them with, then things aren't going to work out for them. You can have God in your life and do all of those things as well. You know, it's a matter of waiting on Him to sort it all out for you. He will never give you anything that you can't handle. Stop wanting what other people have and start wanting what you need to have for yourself. Then maybe things will become easier for you. That's all I have to say for today. Be blessed.